These guys next to us are totally glamping. They've got an RV. They've got satellite, Sky Sports. They're watching the rugby right now. So I think I'm just gonna set up the chairs that we bought at Kmart for $5 and just watch the game through their window. Here we go. Can you pass me a beer? Rugby's about to start. Here we are 2 hours later. We just arrived in the town of Gore, and not a minute too soon because I am, as the Kiwis say, busting.
500 meters at the roundabout.
I'm busting. That means that you're about to piss yourself because you've been holding your pee-pee in for like 2 hours. Yeah, I need to find a toilet because I gotta go. Oh, there's one near the clock tower. I remember that. I'm gonna go with my instincts. I am like George Costanza.
Right.
I know where all the best toilets are.
Anywhere in the city.
Anywhere in the city, I'll tell you the best public toilet.
There's a sign that says Gore is the country music capital of New Zealand, which is completely unfounded and lost on me. I don't know where that comes from. But there, oh, what did I tell you? Do I not know where all the toilets are in New Zealand?
54th and 6th.
Sperry Rand Building, 14th floor, Morgan Apparel. Mention my name, she'll give you the key.
It's right next to the trout.
Name any town in New Zealand, I will tell you where the toilet is. The best and cleanest public toilet. Here we go. Moment of truth. Woo! Refreshed at last. Nothing like taking a good old piss when you've been holding it in for so long. Well, we are in the great town of Gore, or Goa, as the Kiwis pronounce it.
Not India.
So yeah, country music capital, trout capital of New Zealand.
Welcome to Gore, the world capital of brown trout fishing.
I just did a bit of research here. Just outside of Gore, a world-class fly fishing destination on the Mataura River spans 140 kilometers, and that section of river is just filled with delicious brown trout. The country music thing, I still don't quite understand that. I looked it up. There's like some country music festivals that pass through Gore, but I don't know. That's why? Well, if there's one thing I know about Gore, it's also home to cheaper gas than Queenstown. So let's go to that NPD and fill up on gas. $2.41, which is ridiculous. In Montreal, expensive would be $1.40, $1.43, and $2.43 here in New Zealand is the current cheap gas. It's adding up quick. Is expensive in New Zealand. I guess that goes without saying. $113 for 46.9 liters of 91 unleaded. Living in Queenstown was great. Didn't have to drive anywhere. Hey, look, an Asian guy.
Oh yeah, he's Filipino. He's not just Asian, he's Filipino.
All right,
so much
kamusta, Tito? Ingat ka. See, even in this seemingly random small town of Goa, you will find Filipinos.
I love small town New Zealand.
We just got so used to Queenstown. It's like, that's not normal. Queenstown is an anomaly to New Zealand. This is normal. This is New Zealand.
Your destination is on the right.
Yeah, we paid already.
Oh, look at that bunny. There he goes.
I was gonna say a bear.
And I kind of
Okay.
went to
Fetch me
like,
my
dip
rifle.
into
I was
that
gonna
guy mode.
shoot
was
this
like,
rabbit. Let's try to run them over.
No.
Okay.
Tautuku Beach. We went there. Sorry.
Tautuku.
We totally started talking at the
Taut-
exact same time.
We drove through Owaka, closest town to Surat Bay. Surat Bay was the place that we did our very first HelpX job. Kind of like a flash in the pan. Like, yeah, we've been here for 3 years, but it doesn't feel like 3 years. And it just makes you realize just how long Ling and I have been in New Zealand when you can revisit a place and it feels like an old memory. And we passed by all these waterfalls that we had visited that I'd vlogged about. Purakau Nui Falls, Matai Falls. These are all right at the very beginning when this channel was just starting within its first year. And now here we are back in the Catlins. Papatowai DOC campsite, that's where we are. Here we are. This is the kitchen area. Look at this. The Niagara Falls. Cheeky Kiwis. Do you remember that video? It's just up the way over here. Are you kidding me? That brings me back. Wow.
Tell me, are there kakas?
Looks like low tide.
It's proper beach sand.
I don't think the videos or pictures do it justice.
Never.
This is just amazing. It's like a Bob Ross painting come to life. You've got a sunset on one side, lush greens. Then you look to the other side and you've got the moon, these mist kind of rising above the crashing waves, some soft blues, beautiful cliffs. This is just unreal. This is why the Catlins is such a special place. And one thing that hasn't changed from the first time we came here, and the first time we came here, this was even pre-COVID, there was nobody here. We were on this secluded beach. For some reason, it's a popular spot, but you always feel like you're the only ones there. In leaving the hostel, we have a larger than normal food supply. One of those items of food was frozen in the staff fridge. It's an octopus leg. Look at that octopus. So we're gonna try to cook octopus tentacle, even though we've never cooked it before, and we're gonna try to do it on a gas stove. So wish us luck.
Better on the gas stove.
Doesn't that look appetizing? Octopus legs. Lings, chuck some butter in there. I'm just gonna rinse this guy off. Tentacle.
Can you please go? The butter's making up.
Alright. Wow. Good stuff. Oh, oh yeah, push it in all the way. And then it'll... Stand
Out! 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 Ooh, look at that, it's clumping up. How disrespectfully unceremonious. I also didn't bring the right cooking utensils, so now
lemon juice. That's pretty good.
I left the salt in the car. Are we running out of butane?
Got a new can of butane. Boom. Alright, let me give that little bit a try. Good?
Very rubbery. Which makes me think.
Does that mean we overcooked it?
Yeah, or maybe we didn't do it right.
Alright, I think the small tentacles taste better.
If you're grilling it, then you could do it directly. But then if you're frying it, it says you should boil it for 40 minutes first.
It's really, really rubbery.
You don't have to keep eating this if you don't want.
I don't think I want to keep eating this.
You don't? I also just question if it's actually cooked properly.
1 million free chicken McNuggets today. Yes, please. No payment required.
Is that only in New Zealand? I think so. That must be. Because otherwise,
1 million?
Yeah, that would have lasted 5 seconds if it was worldwide.
1/5 of the population.
I know.
After the octopus disaster.
Oh, it's worth a shot.